Hello and welcome to yet another esoterichaven.wall.fm video. Um, Today I'll be talking about past life readings. I nicked this one off the internet, so I don't remember where I nicked it off of, but it doesn't really matter because it's awesome. And I'm going to be showing it to you today, and I've used it and it really seems to work, although you can't prove it because past lives are just that, past lives. We don't really remember them, and or at least for the most part, unless you do past life hypnosis or whatever, and even that's spotty at best. So take it or leave it, whatever, but this is what I nicked off the internet. So this is what you want to write down, 1 through 14. So basically you have 1 and then 6 boxes in the center and then 4 boxes in the bottom. Just give you a quick second to get a grasp on that, and then I'll tell you what the definitions are in just a second. And then you just label it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Just like that. So it goes, number 1 is the basic soul nature coming into this life. So basically what that means is like what you were like coming into this life. Usually you end up getting some sort of like face card, or you'll get some sort of card that would give you an overall perception as to what you were like in the past life. You know, an overall basic synopsis of what your previous past life was like. And then number 2 is the environment of which your past life that we are discussing, you know, your just previous past life was like. 3 is the early years, your childhood. 4 is education, what your education obviously was like. 5, which is the second row, is your accomplishments. 6 is occupation, what your job was. 7 is your social status, which is like, you know, how your social interactions were and stuff like that. 8 is your relationships, your interpersonal relationships and what they were like. 9 is your family life and what that was like. And 10, the most interesting part, is your death. It actually tells you how you died, which can be really fascinating, and you can always open it up with 3 cards and find out a little bit more information about it if you wanted to, which we have done. We being me and my friends who have done these readings on each other. And then 11 is lessons learned in this past life. 12 is lessons learned during this past life, number 2. So basically 11 and 12 are just lessons learned in this past life. And then 13 and 14 is how this past life has affected the current life, meaning how the lessons you learned are affecting, or how this past life has affected your current life. You know, what sort of effect it has on your life today. So, you know, if you were to get cards that suggest that you needed to work on um, being less greedy, like the Four of Pentacles, I believe, which is the little guy holding the pentacles, um, you know, then, you know, that was a lesson you had to learn, then in this life that may be something that affects you in this life, you know, or something like that. So it's just rather interesting. You're not really going to get the death card for death. I mean, that just doesn't make much sense. Unless, like, it was, you know, some sort of curse or something like that. You're generally going to get, you know, some other card, like some health-related card, or you're going to get, you know, like the Queen of Cups. Maybe you were really depressed or something like that, or, you know, or you get like a family issue card or something like that. Maybe your family was around you, or it had something to do with your family, or something like that, or whatever. When I did it, I got that I died alone, which is actually one of my life fears in this life, which makes sense. So when you do this reading, you'll find that it tends to mirror your life in this life. It almost seems like the past life and this life are back to back almost. It's almost like a reflection upon this life. But it actually isn't. It's actually a past life reading. And we've done it as a past life reading, and we've also turned it around and done it as a future life reading with the same format, just asking a different question when shuffling the cards, using the same constructs as, you know, number one would then be your basic nature of this life, and then, you know, obviously everything else would be the same, and then your death for your future life, you know, would be that, and then lessons learned in that life, and then, you know, how the next life will be or whatever. So we've actually done that, and that was pretty cool. So I don't know if you can use it for your present life. We haven't tried that. Try it out, write me back, and tell me what you think. That would be interesting. I would be more than happy to hear about other people's experiences with this and trying it out. It's a pretty cool spread. So let me see if I can get that back up here again. What did I do with it? Oh no! Oh, here it is. So just to show you what it looks like again. That's what it looks like. You can write it down, live it, learn it, love it, own it. Past life reading, nicked it off the internet. It's not my doing, but it is a really good one. So have fun with it. esoterichaven.wall.fm. Check out the site, join it, live it, love it, learn.